What is going on, guys? DBG here, and lads, do you remember when Fridays used to be like the main day on the DBG channel? Do you remember when I used to literally, like, if you guys don't know, I used to on Fridays, I would wake up at 12 a.m. or 12 p.m. and I would hop on stream. I would do a waiting room for the content. I'd review the cards. I'd get most of the cards. Even if I didn't get the best cards, I'd get the budget cards. I would then make a whole bunch of content, and I would go to sleep at 2 to 3 a.m. Sometimes having 8, sometimes having not 8 till 3 a.m. Sometimes having 8 during the day. And that was a weekly occurrence for a bunch of years. And now what's the point? What's the point? Who cares? Like, agendas. For Leap Year Deluxe pack, what do you get from Leap Year Deluxe packs? Okay, so Leap Year Deluxe pack, in fairness, isn't a thing. Lads, for a 15% chance at a pink diamond, 21,000. That is a joke, isn't it? What are the base packs? 2% chance at a pink diamond. I'm not going to lie, a 7 times higher chance. You're probably better off opening infinite base packs. Because there's no toppers here either. There's no toppers. I genuinely think you might be better off just opening these constantly, because I'll get better discard value at least for them. You're not going to lose as much. Obviously, rush packs have been a freaking joke as well. 8% chance at a pink diamond. And then, like, these agendas for 1 pink diamond. 100 dunks. 75 assists at Wild West players that you have to buy. 200 points at rush players. In fairness, you can get one for free. 5 TT online games. Complete the leap year spotlight challenges. Like, what do you get from the spotlight challenges? Just a normal pack? Yeah, you just get a normal pack. You get unauctionable leap year normal pack for beating the spotlights, which is you're not going to get anything out of. At least last season you were guaranteed an amethyst. At least with this, last week you were guaranteed an amethyst. The amethyst cards sucked, but you were guaranteed that. So, like, the grindable content sucks. In fairness, Manu Ginobili's pretty good. Player market. You go to the player market and there is an 11% discount. Do you want to know why there's an 11% discount? Because you see all these ones back in the day. Back in the day when I was putting money in this game. You see all these? Like 58% discount. Because these all maxed out at 199. These were 170k each. But these ones right here, 2K made sure they all maxed out at 199k. Like, they always cost 199k to lock in. Which is why with this one, this was really expensive, I'm pretty sure. Actually, no, I might have 140k. But like these here, they always locked in at 199k at most. These here were 50k for the lock-in VC. So, like, it was like $10 for that. But because 2K have now set the normal price to 300k, it doesn't matter what cards are in the set, by the way. It actually does not matter what cards are in the set. It's going to be 300k VC. Whereas, if this was 2 seasons ago, when, yeah, look, they were trying, I'm just going to say this. They were trying, something. Like, they were trying to get people to purchase content, to purchase their cards before Christmas. But if this type of a set came out before Christmas, like, you might be saying, oh, but like these cards here, 300k VC, and it's 6 cards that are 126k VC each. Do you know what other set was cheaper than that for its time? This set right here was 200k from what I remember. This set right here. First of all, you locked in for the best power forward in the game. This card was 190k. 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 So you got 5 cards at 190k MT. And you got 5 cards at 80k MT. So you were looking at, again, it was like 1 million MT. But at least if you were buying a VC, it was cheaper than this. So this right here is 6 cards that average out at like 110,000 MT maybe. So you're looking at 600,000 MT worth of players. There or thereabouts. that you're paying 300k VC for, whereas before Christmas you could get 1.2 million MT worth of players for cheaper, for 2/3 of the price. So 2K have not only brought in the forced gambling mechanics, they've actually risen the price of every card via VC due to their lack of a discount. And at the same time, there's no budget cards. Like, the only card you can get for under 126k is Nate Robinson. And as I said yesterday, at least they changed his release to normal and his release to normal, which is even more of a slap in the face. They'll change their releases, but their releases still suck. You've got a 6'5" point guard who plays no defense. You've got a 6'7" small forward that, if this was... By the way, every single one of these cards, this is why the player market needs to be freaking abolished at this stage. Not even abolished. Like, the people saying the player market is good should be not silenced. They should be ridiculed. Like, I'm all for saying it. If you want to call it any of the dumb stuff I've said, I should be ridiculed. If you want to call me out for saying Dragan Bender is going to be an all-star, I'll take the public ridicule for that. Just like I think every single person who hyped up the player market. By the way, let's just talk about auction house. I don't care how much easier it is to make MT. 5,000 MT last year. This time last year. In 2K22, even less, by the way. Like, do you guys not remember in 2K22? I know it was a little bit later. I'm just going to see what cards came out around this time. Because we were in Season 5. Around the start of March in 2K22. Because obviously we had... was the start of March the start of Season 5? So we had Signature Series 5, which was the Luka set. It was the Luka day. Was this week in 2K22. And that Luka Day set had like one discard level rubies. It had like a Spencer Dinwiddie Amethyst or Diamond card who was like 5,000 MT. You had a 10,000 MT Hito, a 10,000 MT Corver, and it wasn't even a great set. It wasn't even the best set. You had an under 100k Rudy Gay. Whereas now you have to gamble for Rudy Gay. Heck, even if you want to look at the set a week before, if you want to go to February 25th, the start of Season 5, you had a 6,000 MT beast of a Pau Gasol card, a 6,000 MT pink time Darren Williams. Like, if this was in any other year, you're looking 5,000 MT, 9,000 MT, 5,000 MT, 5,000 MT, 6,000 MT, because he's probably not going to be as good as him, 15,000 MT. You could buy every single one of these cards. I'm not joking. You could buy every one of these for 40k. And yeah, MT is easier to make. But it was still easier to make 40k back in the day than 126k now. You used to be able to buy all of these for the price of a scrub Brent Barry. And Brent Barry's garbage. You're looking at Garbage Man, Garbage Man, Garbage Man, Garbage Man, Garbage Man, and he's not terrible, but for 126k, Garbage Man. And last week, for their price, awful for his price, awful for his price, awful for his price, awful for his price, awful in general. Not bad for his price, not bad for his price. These two guys worth it. And then Lennon Miller, pretty good. Sucks in general, and he's okay. So at least we had some budget options last week. Like, as bad as last week was, at least we had something. This week we got nothing. Man, we got nothing. We got absolutely nothing. So what's the point, man? What is the point? There's no point for anyone. If you're a no money spent player, there's no point. If you're someone who wants to spend money on the game, why would you spend money on the game? You know what? You're still going to get better value now. Rather than locking in this set for 300k, I'm pretty confident that the Wembanyama, you can unlock Kobe Bryant. I think I might be on the money with that. Like, I'm looking at Tis the Season Future, and you're looking at like 90k. With the way the sales are, you're paying at most, like, you're probably getting, by the way, you can probably get this entire team for the price of this. So, like, for money spent players, let's just put in, you got Booker, who's better than all of these point guards. And what is there? There's Drew as the other point guard. Like, I'm just trying to look at this Tis the Season set and just make an entire team that you could get from all the Tis the Season sets that'll be cheaper than this crap. Actually, to be fair, you probably couldn't lock in for the Giannis for the same price. It's probably not that different, though. It's probably not that different. So this is probably in and around the damn same price as what we were having right now. You're probably not spending that much more. It is just wild. It's just wild at how expensive everything has gone. It really, really is. It really is. Like, I'm just making this team. You'll see it in a second. And this is what you can get for the same price locking in for this. And like, we had it so good, man. Like, we had more than a 50% sale on these cards as well. Like, we had 4 pink diamonds back when pink diamonds were 200k each. 4 diamonds and a bunch of amethysts when they were 20k that cost the same price as 6 pink diamonds now when pink diamonds are half the price. Like, it doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. At least these guys were good for their time. Like, oh, I'm just so... I just cannot believe content's gone this bad. Can you guys believe it? Can you guys actually believe that this is what we've resorted to? That this is what we've resorted to, man. Like, season 3 wasn't that bad. The Tis the Season set was freaking great, man. I'll hype that to no end. I will hype that to no end. Like, I loved this set. I thought this set had a lot going for it. It had an awful, awful lot going for it. And yeah, maybe not the greatest power forwards, I guess. It's probably the one position it really, really lacked with all these. But still, like, Mobley's not a bad player. Like, you can legitimately build a borderline God squad for cheaper. For cheaper, like, than that. Like, I've built a team just from looking at this. Like, for cheaper than what you're getting now, you can get Devin Booker, Kobe, Evan Mobley, Victor Wembanyama, Penny Hardaway, Ron Artest, David Robinson, the Jalen Suggs, Franz Wagner duo. And then, I don't know how the MT situation works, but there's a possibility you could put in Giannis, Kawhi, Drew Holiday, Jason Tatum, and still be cheaper than this. And by the way, there is not a single card here that is better than Ron Artest, Kawhi Leonard, Iguodala, Kobe Bryant, Booker, Penny Hardaway, David Robinson, Victor Wembanyama, Evan Mobley, heck, even the Franz and Suggs duo. Not one of these cards are better than any of them. And that's just how bad this content is. Like, we've had bad content plenty of times before. This is the worst content we've ever seen in my team, and I don't think it's particularly close. I really don't. I think it's awful.